I'm Leah from ScreenHub and I'm here to ask the team about their last full watch for the week. First up, I watched Sweeney Todd for the first time in a long time, and that film is still so fantastic.
Hi, I'm Sylvie. This week I watched Friendship with Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. It's a very funny comedy, but it is rather abrasive, so it's not for everyone. There are times where it starts to feel like a horror or a thriller because of how tense it is.
Next, I watched the 2002 adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo. That film is fantastic and still one of the best adaptations of the classic story.
The other thing I watched was I went down to Picture Search Video recently and I hired some DVDs, which is really exciting to say in 2025. One of the films that I've watched it's called Flowers of Shanghai. Stars Tony Leung. It's a beautifully shot film. It's a look at the history of Shanghai's brothels. It completely takes place inside those walls, and I really wanted to like it, but unfortunately I just found myself getting bored, and I think that says more about my attention span than it does anything else. So maybe in the future I'll give it another shot, but for now it's just not for me.
Third, I watched Kingdom of Heaven, and that certainly is a 3-hour movie.
Another DVD I watched is A Letter to Momo. It's a Japanese animation. It came out in that post-Spirited Away era. Letters to Momo is about this little girl who goes to the countryside after the death of her father and is suddenly approached by 3 kooky demons who are basically saying, you know, you got to face your feelings and learn to grieve properly. It's really whimsical, beautiful animation style, and the characters are really well realized.
For my last pick, I've actually been rewatching a 2010 sci-fi TV show called Haven. It's a product of its time, but it is extremely fun and I really miss shows like it.
And I watched Fantastic Four, which has got some critics divided. I just had a really tepid response and felt like, you know, it wasn't really saying much and it kind of was the same old Marvel. Sorry, Pedro. I love Pedro Pascal, but this just wasn't doing anything for me.
That's about all from the ScreenHub team today, but stay tuned for more.